What options do you have if disturbing thoughts are keeping you from sleeping when you want to sleep? Examine the habits and beliefs that you have that relate to sleep. Test them to see if they work well or not. For example, do you ever use an alarm clock? It's astounding to me that many people deliberately interrupt their own sleep. If you own an alarm clock, there's no need to throw it away. You could save it for special occasions, such as having to go to an airport early some morning. However, obviously, do not use it regularly. Do not use it other than occasionally. If necessary, go to bed earlier. What about naps? If you suffer from frequent insomnia and regularly take a nap in the afternoon, what happens if you stop napping? It might be that your frequent insomnia will disappear. In other words, test it. I confess that, except when on vacation, when I deliberately change up some daily routines, I take a nap every day. By nap, I mean sleeping in the afternoon for between about 5 and 25 minutes. A minute of sleep then is worth to me 2 minutes of sleep overnight. I've been napping almost daily for half a century, and I'm well conditioned to it. When I have house guests, I warn them not to get between me and my bed when it's nap time, lest they get trampled. There are some who are wise who are also nappers, such as Eckhart Tolle. I've learned, though, that many people don't get the same benefits from regular napping. Test it for yourself. Perhaps the simplest option for undermining frequent insomnia is this. Keep a notepad and pen or pencil next to your bed and jot down the chief content of any disturbing thought train. That can work when you want to remember something because once written down, you won't have to remember it. If you've tried it, though, you may know that it doesn't always work. There's a story of a writer who was shaving one morning when he remembered that he'd written down in the middle of the night what he thought was a terrific plot for a new story. He rushed to his notepad and read Boy Meets Girl. On the other hand, more than one Zen master recommends keeping pen and paper next to one's meditation cushion for the same reason. Again, test it for yourself to see if it works well for you. Another option is to be alert for thought patterns that you've found to be counterproductive and practice letting them go when you notice they occur. For example, once you understand that the concept of time is more dubious than you previously believed, you may try to put your finger on the balance to counteract your tendency to rely on it. A good way to do that is to stop focusing so much on future goals, for the simple reason that, as we've seen, there's a sense in which the future isn't real. What happens in the future isn't real either. Neither your achieving nor failing to achieve some future goal is real now. There's nothing to worry about. As I suggest in a following video, what we do or don't do is never of primary importance anyway. If you're doing your best in the present moment to achieve something, either you'll achieve it or you won't. If you're able to achieve it, obviously there's no need to worry about achieving it. If you're unable to achieve it, there's also no need to worry about it because there's no need to worry about what you're unable to do. Let it go as being beyond your capacity. You don't worry about being able to flap your arms and fly, do you? On the other hand, it's impossible to know what is really beyond our capacity until we do our best to achieve it. That's an important reason why sometimes the personal guidance of an experienced mentor or coach is helpful. He or she may understand your potential better than you do. That relates to the best option for improving some aspect of our lives, which is emulating those who have done it. How have the wise, the masters of life, done it? Find out and emulate them to determine if what they did will work well for you too. Near the beginning of this sequence of videos, I promised you a free gift. That gift is a PDF that you'll be able to read, download, and print out about exactly how to do that. Right now, you either do or don't do. Repetition is the cement of the world. To understand that, try to imagine if repetition didn't exist. What if, when you were hungry and ate, your hunger didn't go away? What if, when you were tired and rested, your tiredness didn't go away? What if, when you looked into a mirror, you didn't see the reflection of your own face? What if, when you jumped up, you didn't come down? The point is that repetition is not only a fundamental feature of reality, but it's usually underappreciated. When we try to figure out what to do or not to do, we implicitly rely on past connections that may or may not continue to hold. The truth about habits is this: good habits are difficult to install but easy to live with. Poor habits are easy to install but difficult to live with. That's widely understood, though not widely practiced. It's your choice. For example, if physical well-being is important to you, you should do serious strength training weekly, such as doing squats or deadlifts with what is a heavy poundage for you. Do you do that? Probably not. It would be a good habit to have that would enable you to feel and age better and might enable you also to be healthier and sleep better, but you'll deprive yourself of such benefits if you fail to install it. Strength training is a major habit, but even micro habits can help you sleep better. For example, just cutting out evening snacks after dinner can help undermine insomnia. Like being successful, mastering life doesn't happen in an instant. Again, it's the result of the confluence of a multitude of factors, such as installing good daily habits and micro habits, and eliminating poor daily habits and micro habits. The good news is that we usually don't have to go through all the pain and suffering of making all the mistakes for ourselves. Yes, we learn more from mistakes than from successes, but it's usually a lot easier to learn from the mistakes of others than to learn from our own mistakes. Fortunately, those who are successful and masterful often genuinely want to teach others how to do and be like themselves. Sometimes it's not possible to emulate them, but that's impossible to determine in advance. If you don't have a daily practice of deliberately learning, you're obstructing the quality of your life from improving. Why not be kinder to yourself? That's particularly important when it comes to dissolving the most important obstacle to mastering not just sleep, but everything else about our lives, namely, the misuse of our minds. Let's begin to consider that in the next video.